So now that we are starting to notice our thoughts more, and it's not kind of an automatic process, we're able to, when we're feeling anxious, think about, well, what's going on in my head? What are the thoughts that I'm having? Okay, what we can do then, once we can notice them, we can then start to create a bit of distance from our thoughts. And there's a number of ways which we can do that. And we call this thought diffusion. Okay, we can use this when you feel triggered. So when a thought, when you notice you're anxious or you're low in mood, your thoughts are very one-sided. So if you're losing perspective on, or you become very fixated on thoughts or a particular thought, or you're completely lost in your thoughts, so you're so preoccupied and you're not in the present moment at all as to what's happening. Okay, so there's a number of ways that we can do that. And some of the most popular ones are here. So using a silly voice is a good one. So we can write down the upsetting thought that you're having, or a thought that, if you're anxious, writing that down, reading it out 10 times in a silly voice, and you can try impersonating a cartoon character or a favourite actor, and the more ridiculous, the better. Okay. We can zoom out from thoughts. So we could almost, when you fuse with a thought, you can picture yourself rising high above the earth and noticing how tiny your thoughts look from space. Okay. And does your thought feel as significant from that distance? Filing your thoughts away. So you could have some filing cabinets in your head using your imagination, labeling them as predicting, regretting, comparing, doubting, and so on. Bring your attention to the thoughts and put them into the corresponding folders. This is quite a popular one. So using clouds or leaves down a stream. So you put your thoughts onto clouds and actually watch them drift away, reminding yourself that they are just thoughts, okay, and they're not facts. They have no actual substance and they come and go. And the same with the leaves down the river. Changing the language around the thought as well. So if we've got an upsetting thought, then we can say, well, I'm just having the thought that, and put that language in front of it. Okay, so that's creating the distance between you and the thought, and that's helping you loosen the grip that it has onto you. Okay, so you can just say, if you're having the thought that I'm not good enough, we can put in front of that, well, I'm just noticing I'm thinking that I'm not good enough. Okay, so we're just trying to bring your thoughts out of your head a bit more and create more distance away from the thought. Screening your thought. So imagine your thoughts are projected onto a large movie screen. Sit in the back row and watch the scenes unfold and just observing the thoughts without getting sucked into the thoughts. Naming the story. So, if you get repetitive thoughts that are quite similar, you could say, name them as I'm a failure story, or no one likes me story, or my life is horrible story. Okay. And you kind of get the idea there as well. So the whole purpose of this is to really bring yourself away from the thoughts a little bit. Once we've done that, it's then going to be about bringing yourself back to the present moment. Okay. And we can do that by using our senses. And a really good way of doing that is using the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. So 5 things you can see, and you can do this anywhere. You can do this at home. 4 things you can touch, so you can actually touch things in your house if you need to. 3 things you can smell, so you can go and smell some flowers or some essential oils, or if you go in the kitchen, see what you can smell. 2 things you can taste, and then name 1 emotion that you're experiencing as well. Okay, so most effective way of actually grounding yourself back to the present moment is using those senses. Okay,